Daycare. How many of y'all need to know about the daycares in Dallas? How many of y'all are planning on moving to Dallas and you don't know who's gonna watch your kids? I got you.
Waking up early, catch a flight to Michigan. Business comes first, that's why I'm always winning, man. If you think I'm bougie, you never met my mom. 7 years old, I'm already set for prom. Savings on fleek.
You ain't gotta like me, I like myself. You ain't gotta love me, I love myself. You ain't gotta fight for me, I'ma fight. Hey man, shout out to the real ones. If you know that song, I fucks with you. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. It's your girl Sherelle, and in my channel we discuss all things elevation. So before I get started, y'all, I just want to ask y'all one question. Do y'all have y'all wine ready? Y'all need y'all wine. And if you ain't a wine drinker, if that ain't your thing, do you have your tea? I need y'all to go get y'all tea or whatever it is that floats your boat, because baby, I'm about to drop some knowledge on you. I need y'all to go ahead and get comfortable, because today's topic, I'm going to be spilling a lot of information about daycare. How many of y'all need to know about the daycares in Dallas? How many of y'all are planning on moving to Dallas and you don't know who's gonna watch your kids? I got you. So first things first, I want to tell y'all that both of my kids did attend daycare and they absolutely loved it. They love daycare. Like, they still ask me about it. They be like, Mama, why we ain't been back to daycare? I'm going to tell y'all up front at the beginning of this video, overall, I am impressed with the child care system in the Dallas DFW area. I have to let it be known. So I understand that sending your kids to child care, it can be a really terrifying thing, especially when they're young. I think the younger they are, you know, they can't speak for themselves. You definitely, there's some worry there. So I'm here to kind of lighten that load for y'all and let y'all know some of the tricks and some of the things that you want to look out for when you are looking for daycare. So number one is, there's this program called Watch Me Grow. I need y'all to get a pen and a pad or get your phone out or whatever it is that you write with. Write some of this stuff down. There is a program called Watch Me Grow. And before you send your kids to any daycare, if you're one of them parents who like to watch your kids while they're at daycare and you want to see what they're doing, a lot of daycares in Dallas have a program called Watch Me Grow. And Watch Me Grow is just essentially you being able to log into your phone, you know, download an app and watch your kids while you at work. They got cameras in the daycare and you can literally see everything that's going on. So that's how I began my daycare search when I started searching for daycares for my kids. And when we moved here, my kids were 3 and 5. Honestly, they was 3 and 4 because Kanaya hadn't even turned 5 yet. So there was a little worry factor there, but not as much as, you know, if I had a newborn or a 6-week-old to 6-month-old. I completely understand why parents would be worried about that. So I recommend y'all checking into a program called Watch Me. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2. Uh-oh, camera, is you freezing on me? Okay, just making sure. Tip number 2, you want to go read the reviews. Read the reviews, man. It's a way for you to look up the daycare online and see if they have any licensing violations, if they have any complaints. You can actually look all of that stuff up through your state's local website. I'm not sure what the name of the website is, but you can Google that information. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, reviews are real. Read the reviews. So you go on Google and you see what other people are saying, like, sometimes you're gonna have some little hating comments in there. People be leaving hating comments because they mad because they didn't pay their tuition, and then they got mad because they didn't pay their tuition and then they got kicked out. So you kind of got to learn how to weed through some of the negative comments, and then you got to pay attention to what the vast majority is saying, you know, because them people ain't lying. All right, so number 3, I'm not even going to get into a third tip right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give y'all some reviews and some insights on. I'm sorry, y'all. My phone, my battery had got low, and so it stopped recording. But yes, I'm kind of going to give y'all some insights onto some recommended daycares. These daycares are places that either my children have attended, my friends' children have attended, or daycares that I just researched that has some pretty good ratings and pretty good reviews. So the first daycare that I'm going to tell y'all about, if you're in the Arlington area, is called TLC on Green Oaks. TLC on Green Oaks, like I said, it's in the Arlington area. Arlington is about 25 minutes outside of Dallas, and outside of downtown Dallas. And the way that I found, so this daycare was my personal fave. Of course, I'm a little biased because my kids haven't been to every daycare in Dallas, so I can't speak for every daycare. But this was my personal fave because this was the one that they liked the most. And one of the things that I really, really, really loved about them is they don't mind spending money on the kids. They don't mind putting money into their facility and making sure the kids have a good time. The kids at this daycare, they, before the pandemic, pre-pandemic, they went on field trips every single week. Every single week they went to the movies, they went to the park, the splash pads, and of course, you know, the parents had to sign permission slips and everything. And then the times that they didn't go on field trips, they actually would rent a bounce house type of water slide type of thing and put it in the backyard of the daycare. So the kids had a lot of fun. So anything that my kids recommend is good with me, you know, like every day, no daycare is perfect, I'm gonna say that. So I can't say that everybody is gonna have the same experience that we did, but even still, if you go and look at the reviews for them, they got excellent reviews. The kids, a lot of the teachers there, they really care about the kids. So that is TLC on Green Oaks. Let's see what we got next. Okay, so I'm not gonna talk about that one. I talked about the Watch Me Grow program, which is just an overall program. And then I seen some excellent reviews for the Adventure Kids Play Care. Now, my kids have not personally gone to the Adventure Kids Play Care, but from what I see, they got some excellent reviews, especially the one in Fort Worth, because this particular chain is all over the DFW area, but specifically the one in Fort Worth, I see great reviews. I see good reviews for the one in Dallas, but not as good as in Fort Worth. And y'all, just look. Can y'all see that? They got a playland. It's like a little mini Chuck E. Cheese up in there. Nice. And that's another thing that I wanted to tell y'all. I don't know how I forgot to say that at the beginning of the video. The reason why I love the daycares in the DFW area is because they all look like Chuck E. Cheese. And for real, I'm not joking. Like, of course you got some of the little low budget ones, but I'm talking about, you know, the real certified daycares. They really care about what their daycares look like. So they put a lot of money and effort into them. And you don't have to be rich for your kids to attend these daycares. Not all of them. Some of them you do. But a lot of them take CCMS. Which brings me to my next topic. Now, we're not going to get into the next topic. Let me tell y'all about some more daycares that I recommend. So I recommended TLC on Green Oaks. We got Adventure Kids Play Care, which is all over Dallas. And then we got the Kids Park in Arlington. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the Kids Park And I'm pretty sure they have this all over Dallas, not just Arlington. But let's talk about the kids park. The kids park is a drop-in facility, and that's something that I never heard of. We did not have it back home in Michigan. And it's really a savior. It's a lifesaver to moms who just want a break from their kids. Contrary to popular belief, every mom needs a break. So, honey, if you can't find you a babysitter, this daycare, before the pandemic, it was open until midnight. Unfortunately, I think after the pandemic, they cut the hours to 10 o'clock. I don't know why everybody cutting hours during the pandemic. I don't get it. But hopefully things go back to normal soon. This daycare is open till midnight, and you can drop your kids in. You got to bring your paperwork, though. They don't have to be vaccinated for the COVID shot. They don't, because kids don't have to be vaccinated for COVID, of course, but they do have to have their other vaccinations up to date. And again, another playland. You walk in there and it look like Chuck E. Cheese. So it's good for the moms if you want to go on a date night, or you want to have a ladies' night, or just have some time to yourself to go run errands. The kids park all over the DFW. I highly recommend. Also, there is another Watch Me Grow daycare called the Children's Courtyard. I'm gonna just say that my kids did go to Children's Courtyard, and I'm sorry, y'all, I got a message coming. My children did go to Children's Courtyard, and I just think it was a teacher there at the time that I didn't really like. I think I just didn't like, some of the things. I think they was just like overwhelmed, short on staff, and then they had a lot of students, and I came at a time where they was going through a transition. So I pulled my kids out because I wasn't really happy with the way that my daughter was in one classroom one day and then she was in another classroom the next day. But it wasn't nothing major. That was just my personal decision. But Children's Courtyard is definitely a bougie, very sophisticated children's daycare chain. And I call it a chain because they have a lot of them around the Dallas area. So I'm not going to completely say I didn't like it. Definitely check into it, and it might be something that you like. But last but not least, I want to tell y'all about this crazy, beautiful daycare out in Plano. So I'm about to look that up right now because I done already forgot the name, but I'm about to pull it up for y'all. So this daycare I have never been to, but one of my Facebook friends, oh my goodness, she posted this and my mouth dropped, y'all. Like, I literally couldn't believe it. It's called the Children's Learning Adventure West Plano. It's in Willow Bend, Texas. So, Plano is like 25 minutes outside of Dallas. And y'all, look at this. Look at this. This is a bowling alley in the daycare. Bam. A theater, stage play. The classroom, extravagant. The cafeteria, beyond extravagant. I ain't never seen no. Have y'all ever seen a cafeteria like this in a daycare? I could keep going, but my goodness, y'all. This is amazing. So, the Children's Learning Adventure in West Plano. Now, I don't know if this daycare takes CCMS. I don't think they do. This is you know, one of them uppity daycares. I just want to tell y'all about it because some people might be paying out of pocket for daycare and you don't care how much it costs. If you got it like that, if you got it to spend, then this is definitely the place for your kids to go. Now that I've gone over the daycares and the different type of daycares, you know, you got drop-ins, you got, you know, the daycares that are open from 6 to 6. I want to talk about CCMS now. CCMS is a program in Dallas area. I'm not sure if it's all over Texas, but they work on a waiting list and they pay your children's tuition, which I thought was really cool because when I was in Michigan, we always had a copay. So when I was dropping my kids off at daycare and down here in Dallas, I'm waiting on a bill. Like, I'm waiting on a copay. And they're like, copay? They're like, girl, your tuition, you covered, honey. You covered. What copay? Copay where? So I really thought that was dope. I thought that was so amazing. So when you come down here, like I said, you just want to do your research and choose the daycare that's best for you. I can't personally tell you which daycare is going to be best for you. I can only lead you in the right direction. So take these tips that I gave you and may the best man win. Make the best decision. Yeah, I gotta get out of here. I got my, let me show y'all. Can y'all see? Uh-oh. I got my roast cooking in the background. Yeah. So I'm about to go check on my food. And I'll see y'all next time. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and you subscribe. Please subscribe so that I can give y'all more tips. And I will see y'all next week.